You've probably already gotten a lot of advice. People are telling you what crib to buy, what books to read, whether to sleep train or not sleep train. You've maybe got a registry, a birth plan in progress, a nursery that's coming together. I'm going to ask you to set all of that aside for now. Okay? The most important thing that you can do to prepare for this baby has nothing to do with any of those things. It has to do with this, right? It has to do with the space between the two of you, the emotional climate that you build together, the way that you handle stress, the way you come back to each other when things get hard. Your baby's brain is already being shaped by the environment of the womb. And after birth, that primary environment is you, both of you. Your regulation, your connection, your ability to stay present when everything in you wants to shut down or blow up. I know this because I've studied it. I've spent years in the science of early development and infant mental health. But I also know it because I have lived it. When my first daughter arrived, I thought I was ready. And then it was 2 in the morning and she was screaming. And nothing that I did was working. And my wife was exhausted. And I felt this wave of, I didn't even know what it was at first. Panic, helplessness, right? Something close to rage. Not at my daughter, but at the situation, at my own inability to fix it. Okay? What I needed in that moment was not another technique. It was not more information. It was a deeper understanding of my own nervous system, what was happening inside of me, and a stronger connection to my partner. That is what would have helped. And that's exactly where this course begins. Here's how the science frames what I just described. So, the Harvard Center on the Developing Child has shown us that a baby's brain is built from the inside out and from the bottom up. And it's not built by genetics alone. It's built through the interaction between the baby's biology and the baby's environment. Okay? So, this circle right here, this immediate caregiving environment, that is you. That is both of you. The quality of the interactions within this circle, whether they are warm, predictable, and responsive, or whether they are chaotic, absent, or frightening, they literally shape the physical architecture of your baby's developing brain. When the two of you are connected and regulated, when there is a sense of safety in the system, your baby's brain builds connections at an extraordinary rate. Neurons are linking up. Architecture is forming. When that caregiving environment is disrupted, when there's chronic stress that goes unbuffered, when the relationship is in sustained distress, when neither of you has the capacity to be present, the architecture is again affected. Connections that would have formed don't form, or they form in patterns organized around threat rather than safety. Okay, I want to be precise about this. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetry about how love matters. This is neuroscience. The relationship between the two of you as this child's parents creates the conditions under which your baby's brain is physically constructed. That is what the research tells us. Now, I want to be careful here because I know what you might be feeling. That might have landed as additional pressure, as one more thing to worry about, right? One more way to get it wrong. So I want to be clear about this. This is not meant to terrify you. This is meant to orient you. If the relationship between the two of you is this important, and the research is absolutely clear that it is, then preparing that relationship is the most consequential thing that you can do right now. More than the nursery, more than the birth plan, more than any piece of baby gear that you will ever buy. And that is exactly what this entire first module is about. We are starting with you, with your histories, your nervous systems, your stress patterns, and the way that you and your partner regulate each other. Because that relational environment that you are building together, it's your baby's first home. I want to do something right now. It's simple. It'll take about 30 seconds, and it is the foundation of everything that we are going to build together in this course. So, wherever you are, on the couch, in bed, at a table, I want you to take one slow breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to notice one thing. Where in your body are you holding tension right now? Is it in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your hands, maybe your chest, your stomach? You don't need to fix it. You don't need to relax it. Just notice it. Just know that it's there. That, right? That practice of noticing your own body is where everything starts. That is the seed of what the researchers call reflective practice. And it is the single most important muscle that you will build as a parent. Not because it solves anything in the moment, right? But because it gives you a choice about what happens next. So we're going to build that muscle together, segment by segment, over the course of this module. So here is where we are headed. This module has 6 segments. And by the end of it, you will have explored your own attachment history, right? How you were parented and what patterns you absorbed. You'll have mapped how your brain organizes under stress. You'll have begun building co-regulation practices with your partner, including the physical body-to-body, non-sexual kind. And you will have started a reflective practice that you will use for the rest of your parenting life. Before we go any further, I want to tell you how this course is designed to work, because it matters. Okay? This course is built to be taken 1 module per week. Not because I'm trying to slow you down, or because I don't want you to, because I don't want you to advance and develop things, but because the research on how adults actually learn is very clear. The deep work doesn't happen in the videos. It happens between the videos, in the conversations that you have with your partner, in the activities that you do together, in the moments during the week when something from a segment surfaces while you're making dinner or lying in bed at night. After every video segment in this course, you'll find 2 things. A short question to answer, right? Either in your head or out loud to your partner, and an activity. Okay, sometimes you'll do the activity alone, sometimes together. These are not homework or busy work. These are the course. If you were to watch every video and skip every activity, you will have learned very little. On the other hand, if you do every activity and somehow skip the videos, you'll have learned more than you think. The videos will provide you with the map, but the activities are the territory. So, let's begin.